Working now? Damn, here you go. Now you're on? Okay. Should be good now. Listen, for some people it was working, for some it wasn't. Okay, so all I did was restart, I rebooted the whole thing, and it worked. And now hopefully it stays on. I think earlier it was on and then somehow the connection got dropped between me and the fucking Picardo, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, Jab, I think that's what happened. Like it started and then somehow it cut off for whatever reason. I don't know. But okay, listen, I have a sore throat, okay, so I can't talk for 2 hours, but I'm gonna need Stray and Sploosh to come online, okay, talk to you guys, and they're gonna decide what we're gonna work on today, all right? And I'll tell you the scenario, okay? Hey, Sploosh.
All right, I'm ready to come.
Okay. All right. Well, we need Stray because you guys are gonna argue over what we're gonna work on today. All right.
Sasquatch girl, argument over.
Yeah. Okay. So, Jab has been pestering me for 3 years. Okay, to add a magic telescope scene. Okay. So I'm gonna work on a telescope scene today that is possible to add without breaking or having to rework in the future, right? Which limits our options, right? Because obviously no Mia, there's a lot of like characters that we can't do, right? So if we were to add a telescope scene right now that we can plug into the game, right? Something quick, something short, something that's fun, right? What would we make? Okay, I'm gonna make something on stream for the telescope, all right?
Nothing. Well, you added the proviso that it had to be quick and short to work on, so nothing.
What? Listen, a telescope scene, all it can be is like a background with like 3 frames of a character doing something silly, and that's it, right? Like it's short. It doesn't require any dialogue. Maybe just the main character thinking to himself like, "Oh, what is he doing?" or "What is she doing?" Right? Or "Oh, that's hot," or So it's like 2 lines of dialogue and then a background and 3 frames. That's it. We can do that on stream, no problem.
I'm still of the opinion that the only people you should be able to spy on in the telescope is Eric and his family and Mia and her family.
And no one else.
And no one else, yeah. But I also think you should be able to spy on the Rump Estate whenever you want and see some goofy stuff going on over there from the treehouse. So we can do something with that.
Okay, all right.
I'm basically with Sploosh, but I'm also thinking about that street, and I'm like, if you can see Mia, then I don't know how good an argument I would have against being able to spy on Rhonda.
Yeah, exactly, right? That's a waste of magic telescope.
Like, because Mia's house is already in a stupid place, which is why she should be in the house next to him, not like a house down from him. But that's a whole other
conversation. Yeah.
I know the argument for doing it. Just seems less special to me. Like, and it also like you have the meme of like spying on your neighbors, right? And then like going beyond that just seems silly to me.
Okay.
But whatever. If people want it, then fine.
Okay, so are we gonna do a scene or not?
Well, I don't. What do you want to do? You want to do a Rhonda scene? You want to do a
no.
scene with one of the Rump people?
Listen, I think the only options we have right now. I mean,
you could do a scene with Eric. It would just be like, him in the backyard in his barbarian outfit, running around swinging his hammer or something. Or we could do him and June together, like doing it together, because that's probably going to be in their story. Like, they're both cosplay together.
Okay. I mean, we
do Mrs. Johnson doing yoga with Anna, because that's probably, going to fit no matter what we do to change their story.
Yeah, okay. True.
There's already a lot of Mrs. Johnson Eric telescope stuff though. So if you're gonna do more telescope, why not Mia, who's not had any content in years?
Okay, we could do a Mia shot. What would it be about?
Yeah, I have no idea what you do with it. I'm just saying there's less of that already.
Like something that doesn't like cause issues later on down the road in terms of storytelling and how. Yeah. Okay. So flow wise, right? So something that's more generic about her, but could be cute, sexy / whatever, right? And it's just her or something, and we could do that, right? Okay.
Well, no matter what we change in their story, it's going to be possible to get Helen and Harold back together, right?
Yeah.
Like that's not going to change. So you could do some like some of the stuff for after they get back together and you spy, and maybe they're doing something naughty in their bedroom or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or like you said, we could do something with Mia, but I'm having trouble thinking off the top of my head of something cutesy and sexy we could do for her without exploring her character first.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with the Helen Harold stuff, unless their relationship changes from how it's currently when they get back together based on what changes happen with the nun storyline. Because at the moment, I think the nun basically sets up her to go back home and cock worship Harold, which you could do. But if that's going to change, obviously that sort of thing would then make no sense in the future.
Yeah, true. Should we do a scene with Eve? Listen, it's a magical telescope, okay?
Jeez.
Like, this is what Chat and Eve fans have done to you. It's like, this is now your safe go-to. We'll just add an Eve scene.
Hey, a lot of people like her, and her story's done. So she's like an easy character to, I'm just saying. Or maybe a Roxy in the trailer park. I mean, I know it's far, but
I think you should do Tammy and Anna doing yoga in the backyard.
Yeah.
Like I know we already have a lot of Eric stuff, but like people love the yoga pants, and you can make some really sexy stuff, especially with both of them together doing it.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. What do you think, Stray?
I think you can't ever have that not be a good addition.
Okay, maybe we could do that. Eve is overrated? I don't know. Hey, Dark Yellow. And Mia admiring her tattoo, that's something that we might change in the future, though, so I don't want to do that. Yes, Jab, we're going to reintroduce those scenes when we rework Eric. Yes. Like, we might reintroduce it a little bit differently, or, we'll see, but...
Like, that's kind of one of my long-standing questions that I don't think I've ever asked is how much do you regret giving Mira a tattoo for, like, when we get to do her on the rig?
I don't think it's visible, though, is it?
Isn't it on her butt?
It's on her butt, so it'd only be there when she turns around.
Yeah, like...
I guess all her scenes are after that tattoo, I guess.
Because, like, she gets a tattoo... Ideally, she would get... Well, she's probably going to get the tattoo later on in her story, right? And how many times are you going to see her butt cheek naked until the very end of... You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's that big of a deal, but...
As far as like telescope things we could do with Mia, like obviously there'll be a masturbation, like you can spy on her masturbating.
Yeah.
But what all that will involve, if we'll keep the teddy bear part of it or not, like who knows? Probably. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. How much abuse are we gonna give that teddy bear, right?
Yeah.
So,
and like you could probably do something with her trying on some scant clothing.
Yeah.
I don't want to go full on lingerie maybe, but maybe something that like her mom wouldn't usually let her wear and she's wearing it.
Yeah, all that stuff I want to be careful with. Like anything that implies like any kind of storytelling, I want to be careful, but
yeah.
Like her checking herself in the mirror, maybe getting undressed, like all that stuff is like super generic and can be done in a sexy way. That doesn't really like
Yeah, the undressing thing could work. Sure.
Or maybe just like looking at herself in the mirror and touching her boobs, like checking her cup size or whatever, It could be like...
Yeah.
Small dark cookie.
What's that?
That's what she's thinking while looking in the mirror. Why are they so small, dark cookie?
Yeah. Why'd you make him so small? I don't know. I mean, there's a lot that we could do here. Listen, if you guys want me to work on something else and you don't feel comfortable doing telescope scenes, that's fine, you know. Or we can do a Mayor Rump scene that you can go in the treehouse and look at them. Like, that's super safe. You know, we finished all the Rump stuff. It can be funny. It can be goofy. It doesn't have to be sexy, or it can be sexy about, you know, multiple characters. You know, so it could even be a, you know, well, I was gonna say Consuela, but it would have to be prior to you unlocking her. But you know, like, we could do all sorts of stuff. So
I'm just gonna throw something out there that doesn't help us today, but like, if you gave us a heads up on this stuff, we'd come up with much better ideas than trying to wing it.
Okay, listen, I'm just, oh shit, Pilly's here. Checking herself in front of the mirror, seeing MC in the mirror, screaming as she realizes she's being spied on. Except that's tricky to do, Carla, because at a certain point in her story, that might change, right? She might see that you're spying on her and she likes it. But if you see it at the beginning, she doesn't like it. So it's a kind of scene that, like, could even be part of her story, right?
It's worse than that, because if it's not part of the story, then it happens, and then we just never mention it, and we go back to acting like it never happened.
Yeah, exactly. So we could do that scene, but I feel like it has to be part of her story. Like, while you spy on her, the generic spying scenes occur throughout the gameplay, and then eventually Anon actually thinks about, I should check up I wonder what Mia's doing, right? And that's part of the story. And then you spy on her and she catches you, you know. And then you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't. And then she's like, oh, it's okay, I didn't mind it, or whatever, right? And then it's like, and then it evolves the story, it moves it along, you know. So we could do that, but we're not ready to work on Mia's story, so that scene would be a bit random right now, you know. It would, like Stray said, it would break kind of the dialogue. So yeah, I don't know. Okay.
I'm getting ready to eat soup and French bread.
Okay, but Sploosh, you didn't give us any scenes to work on. Oh, other than the yoga, and Stray doesn't like it.
I never said that at all.
Oh, we know your tone of voice, Stray. We know when you don't like something.
I mean, we've established by this point you know nothing about my reaction.
Okay.
Well, what more do you want?
Okay, it's
Rump scenes?
Okay. So we're gonna do what do you do, Mrs. Johnson and Anna?
Do some sexy yoga stuff. We love yoga pants, right?
You went robot on us for a second, but I think you confirmed that it was okay. Yeah, yoga pants, right?
Yeah. Yoga pants. Everybody loves yoga pants.
Okay, we could do something like that. I mean, it's something we could easily use when we revisit Eric, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What about diversity for rooftop binocular event? Oh, you mean between for Eve, right? Well, we could do more of that, but I feel like the telescope is something that people are going to use a lot more than the rooftop scenes, you know? So, I don't know.
We do need a variant for if Kim Jong-un has been arrested and you're spying on Lou.
Oh, yeah, so just her by herself, basically?
Yeah. But, I mean, you could go further with it, too. Like, maybe she's doing something and she's got a picture of Anon or something.
Oh, I see. Yeah. A picture of him.
And Eve could be like, why does she have your picture?
Uh-oh.
Held in leather with a giant dildo and a whip.
Oh, God.
That guy in the picture looks an awful lot like you, MC. Yeah, weird.
We could go a step further and do a sex scene on stream for the fans. Like an actual... with Kim's sister.
I mean,
hey, I've been trying to get you to do a sex scene on stream forever. That was a garbled mess, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. What about Kim's sister? Do you guys want to do a sex scene for her on stream? We could, if you guys wanted. We'd have to figure out We'd have to figure out what it is.
I've been trying to get you to do a sex scene on stream forever.
I feel like if Kim's sister replaces him at the car dealership, and we have a quick sex scene for her, it has to be, first of all, in character, and we have to find a place for it to happen. You know?
There has to be a reason as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's no setup for it right now.
Yeah. But I mean, and we could just work on the sex scene so we have it. You know what I mean? Then we could plug it in wherever we feel like it, you know?
Does chat want a sex scene spoiled? Does it need to be a poll?
I think it's fine. A lot of people have asked for me to work on a sex scene on stream for the longest time. I never do because it's always like spoiler stuff. But
I forgot about the evil nipples too. That was pretty funny.
oh yeah, did we even give her evil nipples? I don't think I did, or did I? I made him pointy and upwards a little bit, I think, but
I remember making a really funny joke about it in dev chat too, and nobody laughed, and it made me sad.
what?
I'm not sure you understand the definition of really funny though.
Oh my god. How's your soup, Slush?
Delicious.
Just changing subject. Do you guys don't want me to work on a sex scene?
I don't mind.
I mean, people could see how I set up the scenes, like in terms of art for the animations and stuff. I mean, you know, it's a whole process.
Are you gonna blitz an entire scene in like an hour and a half?
No, it would take it doesn't take too long to set it up if I know what I want to do. The problem is we're going to spend as much time us debating what the actual sex scene is, the angle, the position, and the context of it. It's going to take as long for us to debate that than to actually make the art for it, you know?
I feel like if we're gonna do Kim's sister and it's gonna be in the car dealership, the one thing we haven't done really since like the Debbie update is sex in a car, and inside the car dealership seems like a great place to do that, especially with the salesperson.
What about the garage? We have nothing in the garage.
I mean, it could be in the garage. It could be in the car in the garage. And it could be like
probing on you the entire time through the window.
Okay, but the only car in the garage is the fucking Musk SUV truck thing, yeah. Which is fine, I'm just saying.
Lots of room.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
It should be like funny
Yeah.
sex combat too, like her riding on top of you and she's like choking MC with her hands.
Okay. Let's see.
Well, I look forward to see the dialogue you write for the repeatable to make him want to go back, Sploosh.